Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Crown Zenith is just about to be released, and typically I do a top 10 video where I talk about the top 10 Pokemon cards about an upcoming set, but I did a solid review of Crown Zenith, and honestly, looking at my table, I have 40 plus Pokemon cards that I think deserve to be talked about and deserve to be shouted out just because they are so cool. These cards are amazing, and this set is pretty ridiculous when you talk about 40 chase Pokemon cards that you probably want inside of your collection. So top 10 just really didn't do its service. So we are going to do, for the first time ever, a top 40 Pokemon cards that you are going to want inside of your collection from Crown Zenith. I'm not going to tease you guys, we're going to go right into the top cards first, but keep in mind these are pre-release prices, so a lot of these cards and their prices are going to drop over the next couple of weeks as a lot of people open up Crown Zenith, but no matter what, these are still going to be the top cards from this set. So first up, we got to talk about the big one, which is the Secret Rare Pikachu. This one is currently going for around $150 on the secondary market. It is one of the secret rares from Crown Zenith, making it quite a challenging pull. This card looks gorgeous and it's going to be a chase card for a lot of collector. Outside of the Pikachu, the big four cards are going to be the Art Gallery cards, which includes Pokemon VSTAR, Dialga VSTAR, Arceus VSTAR, and Giratina VSTAR. Each of these have varying prices. Most of them, including Pokemon, Dialga, and Arceus, are currently going for around $150 on the secondary market right now. And keep in mind, I think after Crown Zenith is released over the next couple of months, because we have a ton of Crown Zenith products that are going to be released into March, April even. So there's going to be a ton of products readily available over the next couple of months. For Crown Zenith, these card prices are going to drop quite a lot. I don't think any of these cards are going to stay over $100. Maybe the Secret Rare Pikachu, just because it is a secret rare, so it is going to be a little bit more challenging to pick up. The Giratina VSTAR is the odd one out. It looks like the Giratina VSTAR has a little bit of a premium over the other ones, going for right around $200 right now. So it does seem to be the fan favorite of the 4 gold VSTAR card. Now here's another unusual one. This is another big hit, which is the Irida card, which is currently going for upwards of $150, which is super shocking because I know Irida is a popular character. I just did not expect this level of love. That's a really cool card though, and it's really nice to see a full art trainer card in the top most expensive cards on this list. But those are the big heavy hitters out of the way, but there's still a meaty ton of middle of the road cards. So we're going to go over some of these because these are gorgeous cards as well, and I don't think anyone is going to be crying if they pull any of these. Inside of the main Crown Zenith set, there will be a couple of cards that I would definitely be on the lookout for. That includes Radiant Charizard, which is currently going for right around $40. Charizard always has a premium, and I don't think this card is going to dip that much. Radiant Eternatus would be the sad one of the two. If you pull a Radiant card, I would say Radiant Charizard is the better one. Outside of that, there's a couple of full art trainer cards that I would definitely be on the lookout for. Alessa Sparkle is currently going for right around $60. And then we also have the 2 Friends card, Friends in Hisui and Friends in Suno, which are both going for right around $50. Now that's pretty much it for the main set. There's a couple of VSTAR, VMAX cards, but they're nothing really to write home about. The big amount of heavy lifting is going to be in the art gallery. If you have a Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box, you're probably going to pull 2 or 3 copies of cards that may be on this list. So be on the lookout because there's a lot of cool cards on this list. We're going to go with the common cards first. These are the non-V, VMAX, or VSTAR cards because we have all of those inside of this set. This is going to be our last set of yellow Pokemon cards, by the way, yellow border one, so that's pretty interesting. First up, we have the Mew card, which is currently going for right around $40. I'm going to definitely want a copy of this card. It looks really, really cool. A lot of these more common art gallery cards are already going for right around $6. So I believe after release, you can pick up a lot of these art gallery cards for $2, $1 as prices start to dip, but I think the Mew will continue to remain as one of the more expensive one. We also have the Leaf Pikachu card. I have to call it that because there's so many Pikachus that you gotta distinct them somehow. This Leaf Pikachu is also going for right around $40. outside of the big two, Mew and Leaf Pikachu, some of the other ones that I would look out for is Deoxys and Latias, who are both going for right around $12. Moving on to the V cards, these are all really cool and they command quite a significant premium, surprisingly. It's pretty crazy. First up, we got Entei V going for right around $50. This was surprising to me because I thought Entei V would be the derpiest one and the least desirable, but people love it all the same. We got Raikou V, which is also going for right around $50. The big one of the three is going to be the Suicune, which is going for a premium of $80. There's a couple of reasons for this. I think Suicune is the big boss of the three. Suicune's art definitely looks the coolest of the three, and Suicune V is also the most playable or competitively viable in the TCG. So there's a bunch of reasons that kind of propagate Suicune's price over the three. But if you pull the trio, that's a great collection for itself. Lumineon V is another one which is going for $25. This is actually the lowest value of all the V cards, I think. Although it's still premium, there's some V cards that I'm not even talking about because they just didn't make the top 40. We also have Hisuian Samurott. This card I pulled in the Japanese version and it looks really gorgeous. The pastel art style of the tree, the foliage on the card just looks really, really good. It's a great looking card. They are doing some really crazy stuff with the texture patterns on these new cards. They're not like they were in XY era where the cards kind of look derpy. These cards look so good. Outside of that, we also got two other V cards that I'd be on the lookout for, and that is Zacian V and Zamazenta V. Of course, the big cards or the big legendaries from the Sword and Shield era. Zacian is currently going for right around $40, and Zamazenta is actually going for $50, which is actually kind of surprising to me because I always thought Zacian was the more popular of the two. And it's really down to perhaps that the Zamazenta artwork, I would say, is a little bit better. And people really value these art gallery cards based on, you know, the Pokemon, but as well the art. Some people just think certain arts are just way better than other ones, and maybe this one, the Zamazenta, actually beats the Zacian in terms of art style. On to VMAX cards. There aren't a ton of VMAX cards inside of this set. The V-Stars take a much bigger chunk, but there are a couple that I'd definitely be on the lookout for. Zorora VMAX is currently going for around $50, a pretty darn cool card. Hatterene VMAX is also a really nice one. A lot of people think this is their favorite. It's currently going for right around $40. And the last one is Deoxys VMAX. We did a poll in terms of which art style people like the most, and a lot of people said this Deoxys VMAX they really vibe with, and this one is also going for right around $40 right now in the pre-release market. We're moving on to the V-Star cards. Hold on to your seatbelt because this is a very long list. We got a ton of really cool V-Star cards and they all have quite a bit of a price. So if you pull any of these inside of your art gallery, I'd be pretty darn happy. First up, we have the Leaf Beyond V-Star, which is going for $40. I'm pretty shocked by that. With the prices on the Evolutions, I thought this one would be like $80 or something on the pre-sale market. Now we got the Glaceon V-Star, which I think also looks really cool. It's going for right around $40 as well. Simisear V-Star is also going for $40. So a lot of these cards seem to be right around the same price range, which is really interesting. They all have the exact same pull rate, but we're gonna have to see how the market settle down over the next couple of weeks and months, and if some of these cards are more desirable than others. You might be able to really pick on the market and say like, wow, this art is extraordinary and it deserves to be higher. But who really knows? That could take months or years down the line for some of these cards to climb compared to other ones. The big one. Now this one's a really big one as well, and I should have shouted out earlier, but I didn't because it's on the V-Star list, and that is Mew V-Star. This one is going to be the big one. If you pull any of the V-Star cards, you're going to want this one. The Mew V-Star is currently going for right around $150 on the pre-sale market, which according to my list, we have 7 Pokemon cards from Crown Zenith that are currently over $100 in value if you pull them. A lot of these cards are going to definitely dip in price. I think at the end of the day, maybe we'll have 3 cards in this set that are still over $100 in a couple of months. Maybe we have no cards in this set that are over $100. It's going to be hard to tell, but you're definitely going to want yourself a Mew V-Star, especially if you have the Charizard counterpart for it because that's going to look great on display. Next up, we got the Deoxys VSTAR. This one is currently going for right around $30, so a little bit more lackluster than some of the other one, but not a bad hit by any means. We also have Darkrai VSTAR. This one looks really cool. It's a nice somber card, and it's currently going for right around $40. We also have Samurott VSTAR. This artwork is definitely a little bit different, and some people are going to enjoy that, some people may not. That's what's great about these art gallery cards, because you can really focus in on your aesthetic. What do you enjoy in terms of art? The Samurott VSTAR is currently going for right around $50. We've got a couple more to go through, and that is Regigigas VSTAR. This one is surprising because I love this artwork. It almost reminds me of like Studio Ghibli style art from like the early 80s and 90s. So really cool card. Surprisingly, it's only going for right around $30 right now, so it's definitely going to dip in price even more after the release of Crown Zenith. Final card that we're going to talk about is the Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR, which is also going for right around $30. Pretty shocking because once again, I think this is a fan favorite art, but compared to some of the other cards on this list, it's not doing the same level of value, but that just means you can pick it up for an even cheaper price on the secondary market. There's also a ton of full art trainer cards inside of the art gallery. It's called the Galarian Gallery. Sides tangent, I don't like that it's called the Galarian Gallery because a bunch of these cards aren't from the Galar region, so why call it that? Who really knows? But I also thought, why are there full art trainer cards inside of the art gallery? Well, the art gallery cards are definitely different from your regular full art trainer cards. Usually a regular full art trainer card just showcases the trainer. Really straightforward, they're not doing anything that interesting. But with the art gallery cards, the trainers get to really show off their personality, show off a little bit more about them. So some of these cards are really unique, you know, you can really understand who the trainer is with a picture from one of these art gallery cards. The full art trainer cards in the art gallery are definitely going to be very different. There's two big ones that I would definitely be on the lookout for. The first one is Cynthia's Ambition. This one is currently going for right around $40, a pretty darn cool one. Another one is Gardenia's Vigor, which is also going for right around $35. And oop, I made a mistake. There's one other one that I would definitely be on the lookout for, and it's actually my favorite of the bunch. I like Irida, but I just love Adaman's design. I think Adaman's design looks really, really cool. I dig it. And it is also going for right around $40. But if you remember at the start of this video, the big one that you're going to want to look out for is Irida, which is going for upwards of like $150 right now. If those sold prices on the secondary market are to be accurate. But I would say I would be happy if I pull any of these cards. Actually, the last thing I want is like a duplicate, right? If I pull Cynthia's Ambition, I don't want a second copy of it. It is a really cool card, but I definitely just want something else, you know, to fill out my collection, because Crown Zenith is a really cool set. Some people are going to try to complete the Galarian Gallery, which is 70 card subset, and that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a definite challenge with so few booster packs inside of an Elite Trainer box, right? You don't get yourself a booster box for this set, so you can't open up hundreds of booster packs of Crown Zenith. I only have a couple of Elite Trainer boxes pre-ordered. Basically, it doesn't look like I have enough, so we're going to definitely crack open quite a bit of Crown Zenith over the next couple of months, and I'm going to enjoy this set. It is a very, very cool set, and I hope you guys have an absolute blast with it. Tons of cool cards on this list. Let me know what your favorites are if I missed something. Like I said, there's a bunch of cool cards that we didn't even get to mention in the top 40 because there's only spots for so many cards. So let me know if I missed something that's really cool. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.